I was very lucky to fall into the Walker Cup scene. When I left CBS to go to ABC, they were carrying the U.S. Open as one of the reasons I wanted to go to ABC. And the head of the USGA at the time was the elegant and delightful lawyer from San Francisco, who said in the contract, if you're going to take the U.S. Open, you must also do the Women's Open, the Men's Amateur, and the Walker Cup. So this did not make our business affairs people very happy, because the ratings were very minuscule for the Walker Cup. But for those of us in the production end, it was a godsend, because it filled in our resume, if you will, on golf, and gave us a really eagle's eye view of the first-class amateur golf around the world. I was lucky to have 3 Walker Cups in my resume, all beginning with P: Port Marnock, Pine Valley, and Peachtree. As Jay said, just look down the list of where these competitions have been held, and you'll see that the greatest golf courses in the world, and Merion now joins them. You all know the history of it, I'm sure. It predates the Ryder Cup by 5 years. It got instant history the first year in 1922 at the National Golf Links in Southampton, a course designed by Charles McDonald, to whom and where R.U. Wilson went to get some ideas about designing Merion. The captain of the American team was W. Founds of Oakmont, and the British captain came up injured or sick. Anyway, he had to be replaced, and he was replaced by a reporter who came over to cover for a London paper. The first, and many think the greatest golf writer of all time, Bernard Darwin, who indeed won his match against the American captain. The team had Bobby Jones, and we met, and it began a really solid historical march for the Walker Cup. You will find it very different than the Ryder Cup. It's a lot more quiet. I remember Port Marnock, though. The young 18-year-old Phil Mickelson. We had been covering Mickelson as a junior golfer on our telecast at ABC, so the producer asked him to come up after he finished the singles match on the last day to the television booth. I was working with Dave Marr. One of the Americans on the 17th hole at Port Marnock hit the ball to the right in a grove of trees in a dark place. And the young Mickelson said, "Boy, it's pretty dark in there, and it's filled with a lot of Irish women. Aren't they the ugliest looking women you've ever seen?" Well, you can imagine the silence and gasp that happened. I remember thinking, don't say anything that'll make it worse. And in the meantime, the truck woke up and said, "Say something to help them, say something." And I think finally Dave Marr said, "Would you like to rephrase that?" Anyway, to tell you how popular the Walker Cup was on television, we only got one complaint. And that was from the Irish ambassador to the United States. I think now that it's moved over to the Golf Channel, we'll get a lot more people watching. You will find it different. It's a lot less raucous than the Ryder Cup. The competition is every bit as good. Even the galleries are different. I remember Pine Valley having to go up to the pro shop, and I saw a doctor friend I knew, and next to him was standing John Cardinal Crowell, Archbishop of Philadelphia. I've done hundreds of golf tournaments and never saw a prince of the church in the gallery. As the aforementioned Mr. Darwin once said, golf is not a funeral, but both can be sad affairs. Well, the Walker Cup is a joyous affair, and you're going to enjoy it too. Thank you.